What's good, everybody? Welcome to the channel, man. Welcome back if you guys are returning subscribers. Shout out to you for supporting. You guys are awesome. Thank you, as always. In this video, we're checking out hip-hop jewelers. Biggest scammers in hip-hop, man. I saw this title and this video pop up in my recommended, and I'm like, I have to watch this. This is gonna be super interesting because I feel like they've made jewelry into like a mandatory thing when you're a rapper. It's like, oh, if you don't have jewelry, you're not like cemented as a rapper or something. Like, it's stupid, really. But because all that stuff is, I don't know how people think they get attention from that. I guess to make you look like you got money. I don't know, man. But yeah, if you guys are new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Some of the biggest artists out there, the richest, they don't wear jewelry. So, Nas, Jay-Z, Eminem, like, hey, come on.
This video is brought to you by Skillshare. Stay tuned to find out more.
Was there
Or
a
if they
single
do,
purchase
it's like
where you're
super small.
I can't believe I just spent that much money on that.
Yeah,
Or
man.
a credit card bill that you got where you're staring at that bill and going like, I can't
You know
believe how much I
who
gotta
got the most money that I wish I could get back? Jacob.
pay.
Jacob the jeweler, man. I spent over almost $1 million with Jacob over the
Spent
years.
$1 million in jewelry.
How many of these watches have these
$1
guys
million
sold to
on
people
jewelry
that didn't
is
catch
insane.
it, like me or Lil Baby? Lil Baby wouldn't have caught it if he didn't Instagram it.
Right.
If he never Instagrammed it, he'd be sitting there with his $40 watch thinking it's worth half a.
Oh yeah, and a lot of them be getting caught with knockoff. Bro, why? Just be normal. You don't gotta
Damn
wear
it.
it. Right.
If he never Instagrammed it, he'd be sitting there with his $40 watch thinking it's worth $500,000.
That's making a lot of noise, man. That's hollow as
Yo, this Gucci headband thing was the funniest.
Yo, you just never had a lot of chains on top of each other. Any rapper in the game that wear their
Gucci
chains on top of
headband
each other,
look worn
they don't
out.
do like that. I'm sorry, it don't matter who it is. From
Stretched
That's
out.
not real to you, Envy?
They don't do that. Anybody chains
don't
don't do
know.
that.
They had you on that fake watchbusters.com.
Yeah,
shit
plenty of
before.
times, but right now this is real though.
If there's any genre that has diamonds built into its DNA, it's hip-hop. Since Slick Rick's early days of displaying decadence to the crazy creations that Ghostface used to sport in the dawn of the bling era, jewelry purchases are nothing new in the game. In truth, it's become such an accepted part of the culture that even before an MC has truly accomplished anything, the lure of the Diamond District can be too strong to resist. As Kanye once famously put it on
You can't go anywhere with that on. So what's the point of buying it? You're gonna get robbed. Imagine going to another country at that too, like a country that you're just giving people the opportunity to take all that.
just anything, the lure of the Diamond District can be too strong to resist. As Kanye once famously put it on Touch the Sky, I went to Jacob an hour after I got my advance. I just wanted to shine. But while many of us once stared at these larger-than-life
Spend
figures
your
and assumed
loan
that every
on
gram of
jewelry,
diamond,
bro.
platinum,
What-
and
what?
gold that they
You're supposed to be spending that advance to make your music, or so you could pay the label back, right?
purchased was as legitimate as they come, the
I
darker
guess.
underbelly of the jewelry game has gradually made its way to the surface.
That's
At one
why
stage,
some of these
the
rappers
culture
get
of flossing
stuck in
hip-hop
trash
was previously thought
contracts.
to be on life support when in 2009, the Wall Street Journal posted an expose on how the recession and changes in the music industry had melted rappers' ice and led them to look for cheaper alternatives. A lot of these rappers simply don't have the money for the real stuff anymore, proclaimed Beverly Hills jeweler Jason Arashaban said at the time. It's to the point where they are wearing imitation jewelry, and that's ridiculous. But as platforms such as YouTube and SoundCloud became star factories and hip-hop ascended to the rank of the world's
'cause
most
y'all
popular genre,
overpricing the
flexing your
jewelry.
diamonds returned with a vengeance, and soon, every rapper with even a regional hit was splashing out on signature pendants, bust-down diamond watches, iced-out grills, and more. And once again, a new generation of impressionable hip-hop lovers took their extravagant purchases and claims of massive spending sprees at face value. But with the rise of social media, these rappers' purchases are under more scrutiny than ever before.
I'm getting on the stone, bro. I'm getting on the stone, bro.
Nah, man, come on.
Where'd you get your jewelry from, dog?
Nah, bro, nah, hold on.
And as it has become clear, fakes are littered all over in today's marketplace. In today's landscape, jewelry like a label pendant piece are such important status symbols that there are even fake chains being made to allow struggle rappers to fake a cosign from their favorite crews such as Lil Baby's 4PF or 21 Savage's Slaughter Gang. But while these fakes were being sold on sites like eBay or Alibaba, there's a lot of proof that even if you think you're going somewhere trustworthy, things are not always what they seem. And now rappers are becoming more vigilant than ever. Stop buying all this jewelry without knowing what you're doing, Lil Durk warned his fellow artists in September of this year. A lot of this stuff fake and some is overpriced. Get one jeweler and stick to him. I'm telling you, y'all gonna be when the truth come out. With counterfeits flooding the market, a whole online subculture dedicated to detecting and exposing fakes has sprung up. Most notably, IG account Fake Watchbusters has outed countless famous MCs and athletes for sporting counterfeit goods. Just 3 days after Durkio's warning to upcoming rappers, one of the most infamous examples of a rapper being finessed by jewelers came to light when Lil Baby showed off the 400,000 Patek Philippe watch that he'd worn as a part of his Met Gala fit on Instagram. Fans and fake watchbusters alike were quick to tell him that it wasn't the real deal. Within hours, Lil Baby placed Raffaello & Co., the outlet that sold him the timepiece, on blast. Now at Raffaello & Co., y'all know better than to sell me, of all people, a fake or anything that could be called a fake, he wrote on Instagram. I stand on my name the same way y'all should. Ain't no such thing as a mistake when that money get involved. Suddenly faced with bad publicity, the owners issued a statement which claimed that, I personally would never knowingly sell him or anyone else anything that is not 100% authentic. I have known Lil Baby for a while and there's nothing fake about him, especially his jewelry and watches. I want to personally apologize to Lil Baby for what has transpired. Raffaello & Co. took immediate action to rectify this. We pride ourselves in being an honest business and will take great care to make sure nothing like this ever happens again. But despite their assurances that this was a one-time oversight, Vlad TV suggested that this wasn't an isolated incident and detailed his own run-ins with R&Co. So I want to take a quick break to thank our friends at Skillshare, a unique service that enables creatives to turn their dreams into reality.
Imagine paying $400,000 for 1,000 or less watch.
Taking the knowledge and know-how to the general public, Skillshare offers thousands of classes that'll provide you with the tools to make headway with your chosen craft. Whether it be learning how to rap, make beats, or edit music videos, Skillshare has you covered. In fact, we leveled up by finding out how to make back to the video.
The deal where I actually had a bad experience with the same company. I had actually traded in a rose gold Hublot King Power watch. Beautiful. You know, we did a deal where I gave him that watch and he gave me a Rolex Presidential in yellow gold. When I went to go get it appraised and looked at, you know, for my insurance and so forth, we come to find out that one of the links on the back of it was rose gold instead of yellow gold. And then we come to find out that the actual, you know, glass on the watch wasn't even Rolex glass. So I had to spend a few $1,000s to get this watch back into its original shape. How many of these watches have these guys sold to people that didn't catch it, like me or Lil Baby? Lil Baby wouldn't have caught it if he didn't Instagram it. Right. If he never Instagrammed it, he'd be sitting there with his $40 watch thinking it's worth half $40.
Make no mistake, Raffaello & Co. aren't the only culprits here. In fact, when you look at nearly every major outlet that hip-hop has helped popularize, it has been accused of scamming to some degree. Since the early 2000s, the world of hip-hop and jewelry have been closely intertwined and led a lot of salesmen to have personal relationships with rappers. And while for the famed Jacob the Jeweler, who ended up doing 2 years in prison due to claims that he laundered money for the BMF crew, it all ended disastrously for the most part. They're making money hand over fist, and in some cases doing it all with products that some claim aren't what they say they are. Among the most famous West Coast jewelers, Ben Baller, the go-to guy for everyone from Kanye to Tyler the Creator and Nas, was accused of being a scammer by DJ Academics. And moreover, Ack claimed he isn't the only
Academics
one.
Is
While
funny.
You preyed on the young black artists who came up.
Shout out my fellow Jamaican.
Overpriced jewelry by hundreds of thousands of dollars when they could have used that money to feed their family or done other things with it. You've preyed only on rappers. You don't prey on nobody else. You're not over there trying to get the Wall Street. You only prey on African American rappers who just got a big advance check with what they think is theirs. Ben Baller is nothing but a scammer, thief, a liar, someone who is just down to finesse them, and I'll keep using my voice and my platform to let that be known. These jewelers are the biggest scammers. But you know what? There's a lot of people who scam in the hip-hop, so I ain't gonna say nothing until you start talking about me. Once you start talking about me, I'll expose your scam.
Where Act didn't go into specifics about whether his wares were fake or not, there are other figures in hip-hop who go out of their way to let the world know if what a jeweler is selling isn't what it claims to be. In 2019, Young Thug claimed that Icebox, the famed jewelers in Atlanta, tried to extort him by giving him new pieces without asking for any money, only to later send him a bill in a practice that he called predatory. Despite his prominence in the field, another man whose name is not without controversy is Elliot Eliante, jeweler to Migos and the creator of Lil Uzi's infamous $24 million forehead diamond. Earlier this year, he felt the wrath of Sauce Walka, who claimed that the famous dealer was very much entrenched in the practice of selling CVD diamonds.
Oh no, you did.
Yeah, that one in Lil Uzi's head was CVD.
Eliante, you hot BB diamond scamming artist. That's why the rest of them jewelers be on your carbon vaccinated CVD diamond selling.
CVD
First of all,
diamonds. Yeah.
let's just make this clear. See, I take off with Quavo and Amigo. I got a relationship with them. They're like my brother. You been on my DM, on my stealing my jewelry style for 4 years, and they'll say, don't you play these games. We want to know why Uzi don't what you want to know, little baby don't what you because your diamonds is fake. As soon as they go to another jeweler, they put it in their machine, their X-ray machine, they show you these are CVD diamonds, carbon vaccinated diamonds.
Rather than being alone in the allegations of this practice, Johnny Dang, otherwise known as TV Johnny, has since been dogged by claims that he did exactly the same thing by a former employee. But where most of these claims have come from outside the industry, there is one shadowy figure that's all too happy to let anyone know that's asking in on what goes down in the fake jewelry game. Known as Raheem the Jeweler, he's since made a side hustle for himself, exposing the ins and outs of how much money he makes off fake jewelry, and in one case, which rapper is purchasing it from him.
I've had a couple customers that I really don't want to name for because it's gonna, if it can mess with my bread.
So you telling me that this knockoff right here is $1 million business?
Yeah, a little bit more than that. I mean, I will say this. It's already out in the open. My biggest customer last year was Soulja Boy. He bought the presidential.
Soulja Boy got all the fakes.
He got the Yacht Master encrusted. I got the bust down.
With dealers such as Raheem serving up fakes that are undetectable to the untrained eye, the idea of copping fake jewelry has even become a topic of debate among OGs. During a Clubhouse discussion that was hosted by Royce da 5'9" and sparked by the news that Chad Ochocinco had purchased fake watches to save money, NY veteran Mano discussed how the identity crisis that artists feel and the nature of the industry could pressurize them into purchasing fake jewelry. While
Shout
from
out J.
Crooked
Cole,
Eyes'
man.
point, the concept of rappers and athletes making the practice of buying cheaper alternatives known.
Is your portfolio not taking off? Maybe there are some duds keeping it down. New
might actually promote good spending habits in those who look up to him.
You know what, Royce? As far as that, it's like, why even buy a replica watch and then say it's fake? Like, you better off not buying it at all, right? But I understand the mentality to feel or look like or have to fit in. Like, I want to act like this is a real Audemars. I want to act like this is a real Patek. And you got the money to do it, but you won't do it. I don't get that. Like, you might as well just go.
You got the money, but you can't
know,
afford it.
A Seiko or
What?
something like that.
Do y'all think that?
Imagine
that
only having
is
$2 million in the
transferred
back
to
end.
you?
You're
Like,
gonna
if
spend
somebody say,
400
"Yo, I can afford
on a
this,"
watch.
you know what I'm saying? But I'll be
You'd
wearing
be-
fake.
you'd be
I'm
stupid.
wearing replicas. You know what I mean? I'm spending less money. Is there a jewel in there for the youth in any of that energy? Can the youth pull out and say, you know what? Maybe a bunch of jewelry ain't what I need to be on right now. Because my
The
favorite
spitter.
football player, he just said he ain't even wearing real jewelry.
Considering that nearly every major broker in the game has at least one person claiming that they're pulling the wool over their clients' eyes, it seems like if a rapper of the stature of Lil Baby can get caught out, no one is safe. Whether it's a byproduct of the dangers of being ripped off or not, it's unsurprising that there's a new crop of rappers who've decided that they should no longer value the flashiness over financial security and shrewder investments. Case in point, the formerly iced out 21 Savage.
One is because everybody wears jewelry. I outgrew it. I'm getting a little wiser and growing. So another reason is because the richest people that I've ever met in my life, they never had on jewelry. Every time I meet somebody who's very, very rich, like wealthy, I never seen them with jewelry on. And ever since I've been saving money and not spending it on jewelry, I've been getting way richer.
And he's far from alone either. Recently, when asked about why he doesn't own any Cuban chains, Corday explained that the numbers just don't stack up in the way that many rappers seem to assume.
If you talk with any actual like accountant or person that like is an expert in finances. They're going to tell you, okay, how much money you really have to buy a $100,000 Cuban to like really be able to like actually afford it in a knowledgeable and smart way. They're going to be like, you need to have like 30 million. We don't have a 401k. We don't have no retirement plan.
Encouraging as their words are, considering that the culture of showing off, no matter the cost, is still very much ingrained in hip-hop, you can expect that most rappers will still be flocking to buy what they hope is real jewelry for years to come. So, as long as staying iced out remains as much of a priority for MCs as it ever was, you can bet that unless they take the time to root out the shadier dealers once and for all, we'll be seeing more scandals over fake watches and CBD diamonds in the years to come.
Man. What's the point? What's the point, man? There goes another scam. Record labels. Man, if you guys enjoyed my reaction though, man, please hit the subscribe button, hit the like button. Thank you for sticking around. If you're still here, you guys are awesome. I'm gonna catch you on the next one. Here.